Boom shakalaka, insanely bullish news for Bitcoin, plus enthusiasm about Ethereum picking up, and why Dogecoin is one of the most popular coins today. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're taking a look at some really good news for Bitcoin, also Ethereum picking up some steam, and Dogecoin pumping unlike anything we've ever seen. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Also, come join us over on Twitter at the Crypto Love. And also, today's episode is sponsored by Bifrost, so stay tuned till the end for a review of the project. Now, as we saw in Bitcoin, it broke down at the end of this ascending wedge we had here and broke below the bullish megaphone, the bottom line, this white line right here, for about a day. And then now it's back above there, which is good. Now, a lot of this potentially was due to some news about Elon Musk and Tesla and other things like the Biden tax laws. Everybody has theories about why Bitcoin price broke down. Well, it broke down for a little bit. The accusations against Elon Musk for selling his own Bitcoin are not true. However, it turns out that Tesla has actually taken huge profits from Bitcoin sale in Q1, proceeds amounting to $272 million. However, Elon Musk, he says himself, I have not sold any of my own Bitcoin. Tesla sold 10% of its holdings, essentially to prove liquidity of Bitcoin as an alternative to holding cash on a balance sheet. And this is a trend that we're going to see a lot more happening with a lot of businesses, because really big news for Bitcoin today. Japanese gaming giant Nexon invests $100 million into Bitcoin. They believe the cryptocurrency offers long-term stability and liquidity. The CEO goes on to say, our purchase of Bitcoin reflects a disciplined strategy for protecting shareholder value and for maintaining the purchasing power of our cash assets. In the current economic environment, we believe Bitcoin offers long-term stability and liquidity while maintaining the value of our cash for future investments. That's right, this last part right here, very important. Bitcoin offers long-term stability and liquidity while maintaining the value of our cash for future investments. This is something we talked about in the episode the other day when I went over this article by Arthur Hayes, where he goes on to say down here that he'll keep reminding everyone that the metric to beat is monetary base expansion. If you lag that, you're losing. The total M1 money supply went from $4 trillion to $18.5 trillion this year. Holding cash is not an effective strategy. You need to do something like what Nexon's doing here, like what Tesla's doing, holding Bitcoin. That's all really, really good for Bitcoin. We don't see this affected the price right now because they're buying over the counter. They're not buying on exchanges. However, when Bitcoin starts picking up steam, and at the end of the episode today, I'm going to tell you exactly when I think Bitcoin is going to start picking up steam. When that happens and retail traders start buying Bitcoin on exchanges, that's going to send the price up astronomically. Now, Ethereum is on high after European investment banks' 121 million digital bond news. So the news down here, European Investment Bank is issuing 2-year digital bonds on Ethereum through Goldman, Santander, and Society. So they're actually using Ethereum for their 2-year digital bonds. That is actually really great news. As a matter of fact, we see Ether options open interest grows 80-fold amid rising institutional appetite. So not only are institutions wanting to get into ETH, but also we have governments with their digital bonds. And we can see here the total options interest over the past year has grown quite significantly. So everybody's betting on Ethereum, and ETH is basically poised to take off. If you want to know why, you could check out this video right here that I made a couple days ago to see exactly why ETH is poised to take off. Now, the big news today, Elon Musk just pumped Doge $3 billion higher. Seems like the Doge father is just pumping Dogecoin all the time. And this, I mean, it's kind of funny how he's influencing both Bitcoin and Dogecoin. So basically, he is the richest man in the world, but he's also manipulating the market somewhat by his tweets, by other things like that. As a matter of fact, he's teasing the Dogecoin army ahead of his SNL appearance. He has this redacted document right here from his Saturday Night Live's appearance where you can just see parts of it. Doge to the moon, Miley Cyrus, blah, 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 blah. So that was a fake. It's a joke. But potentially he might be bringing up Dogecoin, Bitcoin in his SNL appearance, and this could very well manipulate the price because after he just tweets about Dogecoin, market cap goes up by $3 billion. He definitely has quite the handle on the market. Now, what's one effect of this is that Dogecoin is becoming one of the most traded coins, period, more than Bitcoin, and we're actually seeing Dogecoin liquidations briefly surpassing Bitcoin. People are trading Dogecoin on margin, and this is both a good thing and a bad thing. Basically, according to BYBT.com, in the last 12 hours, over $44 million worth of Doge positions were liquidated. In comparison, Bitcoin saw 117.4 worth of liquidations, suggesting the trading interest around Doge remains relatively high. Now, this is something that is pretty interesting because Dogecoin is definitely getting a lot of demand, getting a lot of notoriety. It reminds me very much of what XRP was doing back in 2017. Doge is basically the XRP of 2021. But one reason for this is something that Willy Woo was talking about in his thing on oscillators and degenerators. He says, let me bring up this oscillator. It's Doge, a coin that was created as a joke. It has no active development for years. It's a humorous fork of Bitcoin offering no technical innovation. And it's a freaking oscillator. So he talks about oscillators and degenerators. Oscillators are great to trade against Bitcoin. Degenerators are not great to trade because they just lose value. This is one reason why I was able to predict the Dogecoin pump, which you can see a whole video on right here, because Dogecoin is an oscillator. It had to pump. But he says the Doge achieved store value because of Lindy effect. It's listed on nearly all exchanges. It's supported by most wallets, and it has a liquid market. Now, here's something worthwhile to consider if you invest in many altcoins. He said, note, I didn't say it has cutting-edge technology, scalability, fancy smart contracts, governance, or has solved sharding. I point this out to mock the common thought train that you need innovation and cutting-edge tech to build value in your coin. These are monetary instruments. They build value with economic network effects. Dogecoin is one that is pumping mostly because it's available to everybody, and we're seeing that right now where lots of Dogecoin liquidations going on. Otherwise, in altcoins, Grayscale added $2.5 billion in Stellar Lumens, Chainlink, Basic Attention Token, Decentraland, and other altcoins. So I made a video on this. You could see right here all about the best Grayscale altcoins to buy. But what we see here is they are total assets under management of $45.5 billion, adding a lot more of certain altcoins. And what they're doing is they are actually dumping some of their holdings in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and ETH Classic. So definitely check out the video that I made on the best Grayscale altcoins to buy. Now, in general, my sentiment in general as to what's going on with Bitcoin with altcoins. So yes, altcoins are hot. It's great to play altcoins in alt season. According to this chart on blockchaincenter.net, the altcoin season index, it is clearly alt season right now. However, if you take a look, this as well is an oscillator. It oscillates between alt season and Bitcoin season. And even if we take a look at all of it, look, it oscillates back and forth between Bitcoin season and alt season. So we were just recently at a top. Alt season, guess what? Likely to be Bitcoin season coming ahead. Now, how soon? I don't know. Probably after it crosses below the 75% line, we will be heading towards Bitcoin season. So it may be worthwhile to hold off on the alts once we see that happen, trading to Bitcoin. But something definitely worthwhile to take a look at. This is something that goes about 3-4 months between alt season and Bitcoin season. That's how long it takes to go back and forth. So right now, it looks like we may be heading back towards Bitcoin season. So that's all for today's episode. Like I said, today's episode is sponsored by Bifrost. And they are not to be confused with other things like Beefy Finance. They have BiFi, which is their decentralized finance solution here. But this one is Bifrost. So they are aiming at connecting all blockchains. The world's first blockchain middleware that enables multi-chain technology. Never settle for just one protocol. Always get the best of every protocol. Basically, they're connecting dApps with blockchains by creating middleware so that any dApp can connect with any blockchain. This is something that sounds quite useful because as we've seen previously, people build a dApp on a blockchain and then that blockchain maybe has scalability issues, maybe just doesn't continue anymore. But if they want to continue the dApp, they have to completely transfer that dApp to another blockchain. Bifrost is aiming to bridge the gap so that they can build dApps on Bifrost and then that middleware connect with any blockchain. So they have, right now there's two tokens. There's BFC, which is the Bifrost coin, and that can be gotten on Uniswap, Upbit, Bilaxy, Gate.io, and Liquid. And then BiFi, which is their decentralized finance coin, that can be gotten on Uniswap, Bilaxy, and Gate.io. So Bifrost is the universal multi-chain middleware to turn the promise of blockchains into reality. With Bifrost, you don't have to sacrifice anything. You can cherry pick blockchain protocols, customize the network, and change anytime as needed. And they have a good video explaining it all there. But just to show you what they are offering, they're looking at scalability, so easily switching between blockchains whenever you find a better one, interoperability, freely working with multiple blockchains to build the best one for you, and flexibility, seamlessly integrating multiple blockchains into a single service. And now they're introducing BiFi, not to be confused with Beefy Finance, just to be mentioned there, but introducing BiFi, a truly universal DeFi platform. With Bifrost, we're building the most transparent, flexible, and comprehensive DeFi platform. Save, lend, invest with Ether, USDT, and even Bitcoin. And you can check that out at BiFi, bifi.finance. You can even see the app here at app.bifi.finance. So you can see all of that stuff. Now, you can find out more on Telegram, but I find that they did a really good job in their frequently asked questions of answering a lot. So Bifrost is a multi-chain middleware platform that enables developers to use multiple blockchain protocols simultaneously and seamlessly. With Bifrost, developers can select and combine the best suited blockchains to develop a substantially more scalable and flexible dApps on a whole new blockchain ecosystem. So basically, it's making development of dApps the easiest ever by connecting with multiple different blockchains, basically choosing the best you can have from each blockchain. Bifrost operates directly on the smart contract level, so there's almost no limitations to adding more protocols. Currently, Bifrost can connect to Ethereum, Cladon, Tron, Ethereum, Metadatum, Libra, and Bitcoin can also be used with some limitations, and we plan to fully support it soon. So they are connected already to a lot of different blockchains out there. Now, BiFi is the first truly decentralized finance project powered by Bifrost, enabling BiFi to be more transparent and scalable than other DeFi services. BiFi connects directly to Bitcoin and other blockchains, thereby expanding the DeFi ecosystem currently limited to Ethereum. It will initially provide lending and borrowing for ETH, USDT, and even Bitcoin, and later support more advanced derivative investment products. And finally, who is building it? The Bifrost team consists of experts and researchers from various backgrounds, fostering a collaborative environment to design and build their products. Both with more than 10 years of experience in the financial industry, the CEO and COO seek to create a state-of-the-art DeFi service. The CMO is a leading cryptocurrency influencer who worked closely with the marketing team to share their values and vision with customers, and CTO brings his background as a white-hat hacker to lead the development team to develop Bifrost with relentless emphasis on security. And you can see the whole team right here. Also, they have a lot of backers, but more importantly, if we take a look at the partners, a lot of names you know of: Neo, Terra, Matic, Chainlink, Knowles, Cody, whole bunch of different ones. So they do have Nebulous, a whole bunch of different projects that they do have partnerships, Tomo Chain, Contento, so a lot of different names in the market. So that is one definitely worth checking out. I think what they're doing is ambitious. I think it's a great idea to help bridge dApps and blockchains so that dApps aren't limited to only one blockchain, so that we can have dApps performing on any blockchains and even using the best parts of different blockchains to optimize and create the best dApps. You can find out more information in the pinned comment, or go check out their website, thebifrost.io, or also bifi.finance. Thank you very much to them for sponsoring the episode. Thank you all to watching it. I hope you did enjoy it. Come back tomorrow. We love having you here. I'll catch you guys later. Like, subscribe, click the notification bell, and I'll catch you later. Peace.